Greetings all friends, I am admin of WABAN. In this video, I would like to discuss one of our collection in form of a stone pendant pictorial of Christopher Columbus, one of the world famous explorer. Before I discuss this pendant, please support us by subscribe, like, and click the bell sign to get notification about our next video. If you have any input and suggestion, please fill them up in the comments column. This golden yellow and black stone has a naturally painted image. Even in the back of the stone itself has crystallized, so the authenticity of the stone is guaranteed. The figure displayed in this stone is a Christopher Columbus. Christopher Columbus' original Genova's name is Christopher Colombo, born in October 30th, 1451, and dies in May 20th, 1506. Was an explorer and trader from Republic of Genoa, now part of Italy, who crossed the Atlantic Ocean and reached America continent on October 12, 1492. The trip was founded by Queen of Isabella, Castile, Spain, after the queen succeeded in conquering Andalusia. He believed that the earth was a small ball and thought the ship would reach the Far East via western route. Columbus was not the first person to arrive in America, which he found already occupied. He was also not the first European to reach the continent, as it now widely accepted by the Viking from the northern Europe had visited North America in 11th century and founded a Hans of Meadow colony of a short period of time. There are suggestions that an unknown voyagers visited America before Columbus and provided it with the sources for its success. There are also many theories about expedition to America by various people throughout this time. Columbus thought that the island was still virgin, not yet inhabited at all. They were oriented towards making the island as extension of Spanish territory. But after breaking in, Columbus was surprised to find a building that was exactly what he had seen before when he landed in Africa. Initially, Columbus was greeted kindly by the Indian tribes, but after it all discovered that his bad intentions were coming to the island, Columbus received a lot of resistance from the local population. Several ships belonging to the Columbus group were sunk by Indian tribes because they felt disturbed and threatened by Columbus' arrival. Columbus made 4 voyages to the Caribbean region, exploring Cuba, Central America, South America, Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, Dominican Republic, Haiti, the Bahamas, and others between 1492 to 1504. Columbus never set out to discover the New World, but instead sought a western sea route to the Far East to facilitate trade after the land route of the Silk Road between Europe and the East was closed by the Ottoman Empire in 1453. In the so-called the exploration, also known as the Age of Discovery, which launched many European sea expeditions. Columbus' first voyage took him to one of the Bahama Islands on October 12, 1492, claimed in the name of King Ferdinand II of Aragon and his wife Isabella of Castile, Spain. The next 3 voyages were undertaken to consolidate Spanish control over the region and establish colonies. Christopher Columbus undertook a voyage to exploration for the benefit of the Crown of Castile, the forerunner of the modern Spanish Empire, in search of a western route to the Indies, a country in the East Asia that was impatient as a source of spices and various other things. Valuable items made in the Eastern world that at the time were only possible to obtain. With great difficulty by land, one of the factors that fostered Columbus' ambition to explore Asia was the writing of Marco Polo, an Italian adventurer who lived in the 13th century. Columbus never admitted his failure in realizing this ambition. He did not even get tired of claiming that he had succeeded in reaching the East Indies while showing evidence which is considered to support his statement. Since then, the Caribbean islands have been known as the West Indies. Columbus died in 1506, and the Americans got their name in 1507 after Amerigo Vespucci, the man who realized that the countries Columbus visited were actually separate continents. Efforts to find a western route to Asia were only completed in 1521. The first another Spanish voyage, the Magellanus Elcano expedition, succeeded to crossing the Pacific Ocean and reaching the Southeast Asia. Magellan Elcano's voyage continued westward until it returned to anchor in Europe. thus completing the first circumnavigation of the world. That will be all of our video this time to discuss one of our collection in form of the stone pendant picture of the Christopher Columbus, one of the world famous explorer. Before I close this video, please support us by subscribe, like, and click the bell sign to get notification about our next video. If you have any input and suggestion, please fill them in the column. Thank you and